Hello guys, welcome to Daily Market Movements and welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the NASDAQ 100 chart. Just want to quickly apologise for not posting a video last night. I've been incredibly busy for the last couple of days due to the fact next week on Tuesday I am flying out to Thailand for the very first time, so very excited. And I just wanted to come on here as well to say, next week I'm going to try my best to upload as many videos as possible onto YouTube, but as I will be on holiday with my family, and of course a 6-hour time difference between here and Thailand being, me being in UK currently, it might be a little bit tricky, but I will try my best, rest assured. But just before I start today's video, guys, for those who are still wanting to join my Signal group, please don't hesitate to visit my website, dailymarketmovements.com. I've left the website link in the description of today's video. I charge $29.99, and of course, for Signal Business will be operating as per usual whilst I am away next week, as the market's looking very exciting at this moment in time. And speaking about exciting, let's get into the NASDAQ 100. NASDAQ 100 has bounced terrifically off that 13,000 area. We're about 350 points higher, and this is with massive thanks to the likes of Facebook. Facebook was up around 17% in pre-market trading as we went into the open yesterday, and of course that stock performed very well. But more importantly, last night we had Apple's earnings. We also had Amazon, which we're going to get into briefly in a few moments' time. But Apple, of course, being the largest company in the world, being the most heavily weighted stock in the S&P 500, in the Dow Jones, and in the NASDAQ 100, it was make or break for these indices when it came to Apple's earnings. If they would have brought out a bad number, we could have seen the NASDAQ 100 basically pairing all of yesterday's gains, because yesterday we ended the day up 4%. It was a fantastic bounce, and that's exactly what I was looking for. High volatility, strong buying, and look at this nice little green stick that we had here. It nearly matched Wednesday's volatility that we saw in the NASDAQ 100, and that's what I really wanted to see. I didn't want to see any low volatility days like this. When we were buying back here on the 28th of January, this was kind of low volatility buying, where this time around we pretty much doubled that volatility that we saw back in on the end of January. So very, very encouraging to see some buyers coming back into the market and finding value here. And fantastic news with regards to Facebook and of course Apple yesterday, who brought out their earnings, and it was just they smashed it out of the park on all. In all areas, iPad sales up, laptop sales up, iPhones, wow, what a quarter. There was lots of fears going into this earnings with regards to iPhone sales. And Apple just absolutely smashed it out of the park, and it really was creme de la creme quarter for Apple here. And that's why we are seeing the NASDAQ 100 trading up around 13,300. Going into the next couple of weeks, we still do have quite a few big tech names reporting earnings. I think next week we have the likes of AMD on Tuesday, which will be very encouraging to see. Also, we have the likes of Nvidia. So there's still some very big names to report for the NASDAQ 100, and I am very optimistic to see how they do. I'm very encouraged at this moment in time. Some of the big names are still having record quarters, the likes of Microsoft, for example. That was a fantastic print. Apple was fantastic. Facebook was decent. Of course, we had Google. Google, it was a bit harsh. When we had Google's earnings come out the other day, that stock obviously fell roughly 5 to 8%. The next day, and I think it was a bit harsh. It was just basically companies coming out saying, we're not spending as much money advertising via YouTube because of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. But all in all, Google's numbers was actually very strong. Their search revenue was very strong as well. And then, of course, we had Amazon yesterday. Amazon has probably had their slowest growth in quite a few years, and of course, there are very high inflation problems at this moment in time, which we all knew was going to eventually hurt the consumer, and that's exactly what we are seeing. So Amazon, it wasn't the worst quarter that they've ever reported, but one thing I will say about Amazon, even when they do bring out a blowout quarter, their stock rarely actually jumps towards the upside. I think I've only seen it happen once in the past couple of years for Amazon, so I'm not really shocked to see that stock down currently in pre-market trading, but who knows where today's trading session will take us. But all I know is that 13,000 has held. This is very encouraging. We pretty much bounced off that 30 level on the RSI. We did go as low as 31.25, so this is very encouraging for the tech stocks. And as we go into next week, what I want to see is a continuation towards the upside here. I really want to see investors step back into the market and believe that this area right now offers fantastic value when we're looking out to the next 6 to 12 months. And that should hopefully be a catalyst that sends us back up towards around 15,300. And once we take out this 15,300 area, that's then what sends us up towards the all-time highs here, up at around 16,700. Although I do not believe that will happen until the latter end of 2022.